moment, and in a moment we'll be starting to tap. And yes, indeed, we are live on all the social channels. So welcome everybody, welcome to another day on planet Earth. It's Friday the 15th of May and we are getting together yet again for another tapping session. It's day 37 of our tapping sessions today. It's end of week 8 of the lockdown in the UK, and we've been tapping now for 8 weeks together, where we're joining in from across the world to tap together on stress and anxiety and sadness and grief and boredom and anger and all the other negative emotions that we may be experiencing. The spectrum of negative emotions is really big, and perhaps we are experiencing physical pain. Emotion is resulting, if it's unresolved, in physical pain as well. So welcome everybody to this tapping session. My name is Sonja Kirschner. I'm a life coach, leadership coach. I'm the founder of A Power Free Coaching, Training and Mind Freedom. And I'm on the mission to keep us all mentally and spiritually safe in these trying times. Really, there are many people working out to keep fit, and I'm on the mission to keep us all fit in this mental and spiritual realm. So for all those of you who are new and joining us today, what is tapping? Tapping brings together really two worlds. It brings together the world of the ancient Chinese acupressure, where we apply pressure with our fingertips on certain meridian points on our body. And the meridian points are the end points of the energy networks in our body, and the energy networks really around both sides. So we will be tapping on certain meridian points, and research has shown over and over again that if we have emotional pain in the form of negative emotions, so whether we're experiencing stress, sadness, anxiety, and all the other negative emotions, or physical pain, that the energy on those meridian networks is blocked. So there is literally blockage. And by us applying pressure, acupressure, with our fingertips on certain meridian points in our body, we're releasing the blockage and we're allowing the energy to flow. In just a moment, I will be showing you, those of you who are new and joining us, what the meridian points are, but be aware that we will be also tapping on our face. So obviously hygiene is still of utmost importance. If you think that your hands are not clean, please go away and clean them and come back, because we will be starting to tap in just a moment. So the other world, in addition to the ancient Chinese acupressure, is the modern psychology. And the modern psychology part is all about tuning in with yourself, tuning in with your body, taking a moment and acknowledge what is going on, what the negative emotions are. And for most of us, it is stress, it is anxiety, it is lack of control, and it is frustration, and it is uncertainty. And you see, lack of control and uncertainty are the key ingredients to cause us a lot of stress. Considering it's the week 8 of the lockdown, many of us are feeling the social isolation. Many of us are feeling the boredom perhaps, or the anger, or the frustration of not being able to see people. Many of us are feeling also grief of missing out, perhaps grief of having affected family members. So there is a lot of stuff emotionally going on for a lot of us, and a lot of this stuff can impact also our physical well-being. So if you started feeling pain, this is also something which emotional freedom technique can address. So the modern psychology part is about acknowledging what is going on, and acknowledging it by speaking out loud, by describing what is happening within us. In just a moment, we'll be identifying that for ourselves. But to be honest, many of us are not doing that because we have been trained for a society not to dwell on pain or not to dwell on the negative. And this is not, by all means, it's not dwelling on the negative. It's about acknowledging it and saying, hey, I hear you. And the fact alone that we do, we take the power away. And that, in combination to the acupressure, offers us relief really fast. And that's exactly what we have been doing since the beginning of the lockdown. So why is EFT, emotional freedom technique, so important? You see, research has shown over and over again that emotional freedom technique can release our cortisol level, can reduce our cortisol level by more than 40%. So really a dramatic decrease in the matter of minutes. The cortisol being the stress hormone. And many of us have increased stress hormone levels in our system. And that is what is causing us a lot of the negative emotions. You see, our brain is really designed to protect us. It is designed to keep us safe. We have a 2 million-year-old brain. And if you think of us way back when we're still chased by tigers and lions, we have faced the physical danger. And by us doing so, we have sent danger signals, or we are sending danger signals still to this day, we are faced with physical danger, to our brain. There's a part in our brain called the amygdala. It's the fight or flight center in our brain. And it reacts, it's vigilantly looking out for danger all the time. And when it detects danger, by us observing what is going on and by us feeding the information, it starts reacting. It boosts information, it boosts chemicals such as cortisol, the stress hormone, adrenaline, and other endorphins into our system. And we feel that we are really getting ready for the fight or the flight. We can feel how our heart starts beating faster, how it pumps blood through the system. We can feel that we are breathing faster and deeper. We are really oxygenizing our body. We can feel that as a reaction, we are sweating really a lot. We are really getting ready to fight or flight. So the brain's primary function is to protect us, is to keep us safe. Now, fast forward to today, although we are still exposed to physical danger, but especially in this day and age, most of us, and especially now when we are at home observing what is going on, this danger that we perceive to be exposed to is subtle, and it's not physical, it's emotional. We observe what is going on around us. We observe what is going on in the world by watching the news. We observe reality. It is true what is going on. We believe it. And this makes us think certain thoughts, makes us think that we are in danger, and our thoughts have an impact on how we feel. We are sending literally danger signals to our brain, and our brain responds. Now, we are not sending the intensity of danger signals as we would when we were exposed to physical danger, but we are still sending danger signals, and our brain responds by injecting our systems with cortisol, adrenaline, endorphins in adequate amounts. And in the background, we are feeling stressed, we are feeling anxious. And that's the reason why we are, or most of us, are so tired, even though we don't go anywhere in the day. We work from home, but we feel as though we are running a marathon. Because our brain is continuously and ongoingly sending stress signals into our body in the form of fight or flight. Obviously, the intensity is lower, as if we were running or fighting for our life, but it's still there. And as you can imagine, functioning in this way, continuously being injected with adrenaline, cortisol, and having the physical symptoms. Obviously, if it gets out of control, then we experience panic attacks, we experience anxiety attacks, where it's really the physical symptoms become obvious. But having it background continuously, having it run continuously in the background doesn't serve us. It has a negative impact on our health, on our mental and spiritual well-being, on our sleep, and of course also on our immune system, especially in the times when we need to keep our immunity up. So emotional freedom technique helps us to take our power back. It helps us to relax. It helps us to send our brain signals to say, hey, you know what, right now I'm okay. It helps us to reset ourselves. By the sheer act of us taking the time to tap, feeling safe, we are sending our brain calming signals, and our bodies know exactly what to do. They know how to restore themselves. Our immune system knows how to boost itself, but we have to do the work of experiencing relief, and that is exactly what we achieve through tapping in minutes. So what are the tapping points? We are focusing on 9 tapping points. Starting off on the karate chop point right here, the side of our hand, we will be tapping 7+ times quite firmly to apply the pressure. The next point is the beginning of the eyebrows right here, followed by the side of the eye right here, then underneath the eyes, and you can choose to tap on one side or the other because the meridian lines run on both sides of our body. Then underneath the nose, and you can choose to tap with 2 fingers, 3 fingers, or even more, it's up to you. Followed by the chin, but it's not quite a chin, it's this little crack below the lip here. Followed by the collarbone point, but it's 2-3 inches below, what we call the collarbone. Then the underneath the armpit, around 4 inches below, for women where the bra line sits as a guide. And to close the tapping cycle off, we are tapping on top of our head, which just looks a little bit funny, but it's very effective, so trust the process, and this completes the tapping cycle. So before we dive right in, I want you, with me and with everybody else, to take a deep breath through your nose. And breathe out through your mouth. And as you do, just notice what you notice. And notice the emotional pain, or perhaps the physical pain in your body. What is the dominant negative emotion that you are feeling? And it may well be that it's anxiety, that it's fear, that it's anger, that it's stress. What is the dominant negative emotion, and where in your body does it live? You may feel it as a dull pain or pressure in your chest or in your head. Or perhaps if you're experiencing physical pain, what is it? Is it a headache, a neck ache, a shoulder ache? And how does it feel? You may feel as though the entire weight of the world is sitting on your shoulders and it's dragging you down. So what is it? What is your emotional or physical pain that you are experiencing? Where in your body does it reside? Be specific. And on a scale of intensity between 1 and 10, what number would you give it? And you bring it up right now. In this session, I would expect the number to be somewhere around 5 or above. So what number of intensity would you give your physical or emotional pain? Write it down or remember it. We will come back to this number, so it's important. And I will kick off the tapping session, so all you have to do, for those of you new in joining us, just repeat after me. Just repeat after me. Follow the process, but know that I will be giving you 2 rounds of tapping to use your own words to specifically address what you have just identified for yourself. You see, in the words lies the magic. The modern psychology part is really important, so I really want you to address what is going on for you. That's why we'll be giving you 2 rounds for yourself. But for now, let's start together. Just repeat after me, and remember to breathe in deeply through the process. Breathe in and out so that we breathe through the blockages. Starting off on the side of the hand, karate chop point. Even though I feel all this stress and anxiety in my body, I choose to relax right now. Even though I feel all this stress and anxiety in my body, I choose to relax right now. And one more time, even though I feel all this stress and anxiety in my body, I choose to relax right now. All this stress, all this anxiety, all this fear, all this worry, all this emotional pain, all this physical pain that I've been feeling. They are dragging me down. They are making me so tired. It feels like a heavy dark cloud is hanging over me, not allowing the sunshine to come through. All this stress and anxiety, all this emotional and physical pain in my body, they are weighing me down. They are making me feel really tired. All this stress, I can feel it. And all this anxiety in my body. And as we continue, now is the time when I want you to choose your own words. Just describe what is going on for you. Describe the emotional and physical pain and where in your body it resides and how it feels. Just keep tapping with me 2 rounds, but choose your own words, beginning at the beginning of the eyebrows. Side of the eyes. Underneath the eyes. Underneath the nose. Chin. Collarbone. Underneath the armpit. Top of the head. You're doing really well. We do another round together where you're choosing your own words. Just remember to breathe in deeply as you breathe through the pain. Beginning of the eyebrows. Side of the eyes. Underneath the eyes. Underneath the nose. Chin. Collarbone. Underneath the armpit. Top of the head. Well done. And now we continue together, so again, just relax and repeat after me. Even though I've been feeling this emotional pain, even though I've been feeling this physical pain, in this very moment I'm choosing to relax. And although I may find it difficult to relax right now, I am making it my intention. Right now, I'm giving myself the permission to let everything go. I'm letting everything that hasn't been serving me go. Right now I'm pressing the reset button. I'm giving my body the permission to relax and to restore itself. I can see and feel that dark cloud over me dispersing. I can see it dispersing into the nothingness from which it came. At last I can feel the sunshine come to me. Right now I'm allowing peace and harmony to come to me and through me. I'm allowing ease and harmony to flow through me. And I can feel how ease, harmony and peace are penetrating every cell of my body. I recognize that I've been so hard on myself. I forgive myself. I know that I've been doing the best that I can. And I'm proud of myself, of taking the time to relax and restore. Right now, in this very moment, all is well. Right now, I am well. I am choosing love over fear. And I'm breathing in all the light and the goodness that I can imagine. And I can feel it penetrating my body. From the top of my head to the tips of my toes, I'm filled with light and ease. Right now, everything else does not matter. Right now, I can see myself and feel myself in a safe bubble of protection. In this very moment, all is well. I am well. I feel good. Right now, I am at ease and at peace. I'm choosing love over fear. And I'm taking this feeling of well-being with me into this day. And so it is. And as we gently stop tapping together, I want you to take in a deep breath through your nose. And breathe out through your mouth. And as you do, just notice what has changed. Just notice the shift in your physical or emotional pain. And that number of intensity you have given it at the beginning, before we started tapping, by how many points did it drop? Let me know in the comments. We would all love to hear about the relief you have just experienced. You see, emotional freedom technique is a great tool to have, and it's certainly very powerful, even if we apply it on our own. So keep remember to tap in the day. Keep remember to take your power back in this way. But when we tap together, even though it may be just virtually, but together on a mass conscious level, we are amplifying the relief and the benefit for all of us. Hence, it's so important to kickstart the day in this way, in these trying times. So I hope you have found relief. I certainly have for myself. I could feel the energy flowing to me and through me. If you did, and I know you did, please do share this invitation to join in the daily tapping sessions every weekday, Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. BST if you are outside of the UK, for around 20-25 minutes to tap on all the stress and anxiety and other negative emotions and physical pain to join us. Or join us or share this video with your network so that they can catch up on the recorded live stream and experience the relief you've just experienced for yourself. So thanks for taking the time out of your day to take your power back. Thanks for taking the time to show up for yourself. Keep tapping, and hey, we are another day closer to the end of the lockdown. Very well done to get us to this point. Let's get through this together. We sure can. Let's keep mentally and spiritually fit through tapping. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I see you all again on Monday right here on the live stream at 10 a.m. Keep tapping, and bye for now.